Did you know baseball gave us jazz? No, I'm serious. Look it up. In 1912, a minor league pitcher had a pitch he called the jazz curve. Years later, jazz became the name for the style of music. But the music didn't stop there. Because we play to play. Satchel Paige, Jackie Robinson, Buck O'Neil, they wanted to play. And they did play. My Grammy Pat, she played to play. And you better believe that we still play to play. So yeah, like I said, baseball gave us jazz.
What's up, Show Nation? This is Chris Singleton, and welcome to the show.
I'm like, dude, please give me a second. All right. We had a hunch, and I'm a critic hunch, and we ain't got no lunch, and now we eating cornbread like we ain't had a lunch. Okay, like, I ain't tripping about the Klondike, I was tripping about the big homies who had it down.
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday.
Hey, man. Everybody stand up if you ever had your back against the wall and had to fight back. It's your anthem. My view from the top of the moon, I can see the whole world sitting in my hand, a maze of views. We finna break the rules, and we gon' make them too. I can't fall asleep, I gotta stand tall, that's what a leader do. Follow me, I'm leading you. Hey, we finna turn up, crank up the heat in here, they finna burn up. Told them I'm coming, I'm here, tell them they time up. I said it once, I'ma say it again, this here be my year. I ain't gon' show no fear, I know that I'm built to equip for what God want me to do. I'm number one out the two, it don't know where I'ma lose. I hate to struggle, but it made me harder.
About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming. So, almost ready to get underway, and on the hill in this one, Kyle Wright. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. He doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
All right, ready to go here, and stepping in for New York, Starling Marte.
Number 6, Starling Marte.
The pitch. In for a strike, and we are underway in game one of the series.
First pitch, 7:20.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
The next pitch misses. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's outside. Tap softly third base side, a swinging bunt, and he grabs it foul. Two down. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. And now it's filled up. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Caught him looking for the K.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Here's Luis Guillorme. Left field. Ozuna hauls it in, and there's two away. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and a guy is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
He goes down looking. Mets 0. Back here at the ballpark, and today on the hill, Jose Quintana. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. And a pitch. Liner, base hit.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's Austin Riley. And that's in there for strike one. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles. So to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes. But the guys that do it well, man, I tip my cap to them every day.
Lined, and that's a base hit. They take the force out. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Wow, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. It seems like you just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr., the National League leader in runs batted in this year. That's hard hit on the line. And that's a base hit. Cut off, throw to second. Not in time. He's got a double. Well, that's going to keep the streak going. There's no stopping this guy.
And I can't even imagine the pressure he's under. He's asked about it every day from everyone, not just the media, but just anybody he comes across. And so for him to be able to concentrate, keep on getting the knocks, just remarkable. And I know he's trying to just win ball games, but honestly, this streak is arguably bigger than the team right now.
Ripped on a line, and Olsen is set down. Both runners tagging from second and third. He's in there, and it's 1-0.
Sometimes that can be a little tough to score on. It was hit so hard that getting back to the bag to tag takes a little bit of time by the time that outfielder catches it, but a really good job of getting that run in from third.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Tons of pop. Right now he's third in the National League in homers. In the air, left side. Ortega going back on this one. He's got it, and that'll do it. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. End of the first from Truist Park. It's the Braves 1 and the Mets nothing. New inning getting started. Leading off, Pete Alonso. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
The pitch. And fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And that one fouled off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The pitch. Struck him out looking. Here's Francisco Lindor. And he hits a ground ball right side. Sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
The designated hitter, Ronnie Mauricio.
Ronnie Mauricio now. In there for strike 1.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Oh, 0-2 now. On the ground to the left. Gets it to first, and that is that. Nothing doing for the Mets. They trail here 1-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Stepping in the long ball threat, Marcell Ozuna. And here it comes. On the ground to third. Slings to first and quickly 1 away in the second.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Here's Orlando Arcia. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. On a line, base hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So here's Murphy now, the top hitter in the National League entering the day. And they put the tag on him for the out.
Really nice job right there, especially on the mound. Sometimes when that runner breaks, everybody panics, especially the pitcher, and then you don't make the play, you don't execute what needs to be done to get that runner out. That time he just stepped off calmly, dealt with this situation, and they got a pretty easy out after that.
That one lifted to left. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the third out. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0.
There's no telling when you're talking if you're saying what you mean is true. Yesterday you might have said too much.
All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. McNeil throws right, bats left. A career batting average over 300, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. 0-1.
0-1.
And that one wrapped foul. And a pitch. Got him looking. And that's the first out.
Well, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. Next offering is fouled back.
Have you ever caught a foul ball as a fan?
Only as a broadcaster, not as a fan. You?
Haven't been to many games as a fan.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And the 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Kevin Parada up now for the Mets. Parada goes 6'1", just 21 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. The 0-1. Swing and a pop-up. Albies under it. Makes the grab, and that is that. Mets go down quickly. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Set for the bottom of the third, and now it's the Braves DH, Vaughn. Back to work. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And stepping in is the speedy Michael Harris. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Quintana, in his 12th season, he features a four-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Looked to shorten his swing that time, and it pays off. So a man aboard now with one away.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Austin Riley next up for the Braves. Dives, but he kicks off his glove. Goes to second, safe there. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Back-to-back singles, they really turned on that one, and as it hooked down the line, it was hard to tell if it would stay fair, but he just barely sneaked in there.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Swung on, belted. That one's carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second.
Well, off the bat, I thought for sure it had enough to get out of here, but that wind's kind of blowing in from left, and I think that's what made the difference.
Matt Olson up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Now a long throw home. The run comes in from second, and they're up by 3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a poor stroke.
So 2 on with 2 away. Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. Grounded out his first time up. And that one is lifted in the air. Nimmo ranging after it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Braves 3 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Starling Marte. The right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Next pitch is popped up. Riley drifts towards it. Makes the grab, 1 away.
The third baseman, number 13, Luis Guillorme.
So digging in, Luis Guillorme. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And a foul ball left side. The wide to kick the pitch. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The Mets hitless so far in the game. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there.
Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. On the ground right side. Over to Arcia. That's 1. Back to first. Not in time.
Now the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Caught looking his first time up. High fly ball out to center field. Harris after it. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. That is the inning. Mets strand 1. They trail it here 3-0. And welcome back. Bottom of the inning. The batter will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. A wind in the pitch. Line drive. Ortega makes the grab. 1 down.
Now the catcher.
Here's Sean Murphy. Flied out his first time. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Puts it away for the out.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
2 outs, base is empty. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Vaughn Grissom. And first offering is fouled off. Fouled off left side. The 0-2. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
So the lineup flips over. Michael Harris now at the plate. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Grissom at second with 2 down. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. The throw in, the run comes in to score from second, and they lead by 4.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. And the pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
He was all over that one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And that one pulled foul. First and second, 2 down. There's a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Oh, and 2 now. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Braves 4 and the Mets nothing. Back at Truist Park, we go to the top of the 5th. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. On the ground, out to short. Lindor retired.
Now back, the designated hitter, Ronnie Mauricio.
Next to hit, Ronnie Mauricio. Grounded out his first time. Gets under it and pops it up. Albies settles under this one. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Jeff.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Rolled over to third. Riley in plenty of time to first. That's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Mets. They trail it here 4-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. The wind of the pitch. Liner caught it second.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
So up next, Ozzie Albies. And first offering is fouled off. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 away.
The left fielder, number 20, Marcell.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. This to third. Can't glove it cleanly. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Siggy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jose Quintana won't go any further tonight, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after. New pitcher on here, Eliezer Hernandez. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh.
Eliezer Hernandez.
Man at first, Orlando Arcia will hit next. Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Murphy in the box again, takes a strike. At the belt and fires. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Ozuna rounds third, headed for the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And the lead is up to 5.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
So here's the Braves designated hitter, Vaughn Grissom. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Nimmo fires it to the plate, but it's offline, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Waste no time there. Shortened up the swing and went right back up the middle.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris. In the air, left field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors, and a couple left on. 5 innings complete. Braves 6, and the Mets nothing. Back here in Atlanta, top of the 6th inning. Rafael Ortega stands in. Ortega goes 5 feet 11 inches, 31 years old, usually in center field, but today starting in left. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. 1 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Kevin Parada.
One thing I always felt if I played left field instead of center field was that the ball gets out there to you pretty quick, and the most important play is that ball down the left field line, getting to it, cutting it off, making a strong throw to keep that single instead of turning it into a double.
And he deals. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Here's Starling Marte, having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Two down, nobody on. On the ground to third. Throw to first is in time. Out number 3. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Braves 6 and the Mets nothing. Well, we go bottom 6. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley.
The third baseman, Austin Riley.
Hernandez back to work. Line drive to short and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Here's Acuna now. Out to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He doesn't have a throw, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first. Here's Matt Olson. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Lead runner around second. The throw to third, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
Love how he just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of his mechanics. Nice tight swing. Hard hit ball.
Ozzie Albies digs in now. That one's in there, 0-1. That's a base hit, run scores.
Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Here's a big power threat. Marcell Ozuna. Here's a rocket out to left. Ortega makes the play. Out number 2. Back to first, and they got him. Double play. But they push across 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Braves 7 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th. Now the number 2 hitter, Luis Guillorme.
Luis Guillorme.
And the pitch. There's a strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
That's inside, and it's 1-1. Kicks and fires. Ground ball right side. Albies. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Now at the 7th, Brandon Nimmo.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. in there, and it's 0-1.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Righty delivers. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Ozuna grabs it on the run.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Here's Pete Alonso. Swing and a ground ball out to short. To first, and that takes care of Alonso. Third out, and that ends the frame. Nothing doing for the Mets. Not going their way. It's 7-0. Back here at the ballpark, now it's the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. And the right-hander back to work. There's a line drive to left field. He dives, but can't hang on. That's a base hit. And now the catcher comes up to him, Sean Murphy. In the air, left field. Ortega gets under it, and there's one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And now the DH, Vaughn Grissom. That's out to center field. And puts the squeeze on that. And there's two away.
Up next for Atlanta, the center fielder, Michael.
Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Michael Harris. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Drew Smith.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
In the air to left down the line. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball.
Well, that's where you want to be right there. All over that first pitch fastball. Just a little too much hook on it. Straighten that thing out. You get to jog around the bases.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Everyone can have a little chuckle there. He's had such a great season. Rarely ever do you see that kind of swing.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And the inning is over. 2 left for Atlanta, and they hold a 7-0 lead. And welcome back. Ready to begin the 8th. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Right. Still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one. And at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
And it's fouled away. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Slap the other way, foul. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out without a swing. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
So up next for New York, Ronnie Mauricio. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Here's a strike.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
One down, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Jeff McNeil stands in, having a lot more success on the road this season. First offering misses the mark. Out to short, Arcia whips it across, and that will end the inning. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They continue to trail 7-0. Back at Truist Park, and now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. And a pitch. In the air, left side. Puts the squeeze on that one. One away.
He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
On the ground right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the second out of the inning.
Second baseman, Ozzie.
Two outs, base is empty. And next for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. Ground ball right side. Over to first, and Albies is retired. Third out. Looks like he's heading back out for the ninth as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. Back here in Atlanta, and now here is Rafael Ortega.
Rafael Ortega.
Raisel Iglesias gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
The pitch. And that's in for a strike. Iglesias in his 9th season, 33 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Ground right side. On to first. One up, one down.
Now down. The catcher, Kevin Parada.
And stepping in for New York, Kevin Parada. In the air, out towards left center. Ozuna makes the grab for the second out. Back to the top of the lineup, and now the right fielder, Starling Marte. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Out to short. On to first. Ball game. And the Braves add another to their winning streak.
Another day, another win. I really think these guys have forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
This one ends 7-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
So hard to find when the devil trying to call your line. I always shine, even when the light dim. No, I ain't God, but I'm feeling just like him. Oh, don't trip. See, I was in the whip, riding me and my was listening to us, no one else, that's it. That's a flex, just a bit. Let me talk right, and say my head got big. Yeah, well listen, man, well, it made me crazy. Might just turn around, go 180. I ain't politicking, I ain't kissing no baby. The devil on my doorstep being so shady. Don't trip. We don't gotta let him in. Don't trip. I let it go, but it never go with it.
The final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Atlanta.
Everybody want the roof, I'ma fly the coop. Down there, it was cool, I'ma fly the coop. Ain't no word on the loop, I'ma fly the coop. First class fell through, I'ma fly the coop. Cause being fly so much better than it. They selling you, that's I'm telling you, Cause being fly so much better than it. They selling you, that's I'm telling you, I'ma fly the coop. Out the roof, diamonds in the